Welcome to this week's edition of CWL Discord Weekly. I'm your host, Daniel Danielson. Let's see what the CWL superstars were up to this week as we get ready for the latest editions of Vindication and Nemesis. Zaro Toa has been studying his tapes under orders of Jack Thunderheart. It seems that this is due to Zyro being the weak link of the Crimson Dragons and is an attempt to improve. He then said that if they win, they'll celebrate at the Ribera Steakhouse. Apparently the Sons of Fenrir have a motorcycle shop? Well, regardless, William Black talked about how him and Austin Wolf will be facing Jack Thunderheart and Zyro Toa in the tag team tournament, and that the Wolves of War will not rest until they claim gold. Holly Queen recently talked about her upcoming match with Jada King, Natalya, and an unannounced Vindication superstar. She stated that despite how exceptional Jada and Natalya are, that the Queen intends to keep her crown for a very, very long time. Recently, the 13 mentioned that he had an opportunity to succeed and didn't blow it. He then stated that Max Shearman should be honored to be the 13's first opponent on Vindication. Breo Dorado's furious secretary has yet to accept his challenge. He was recently seen at the CWL Performance Center searching for him, and he said that he'd find Griteri whether he liked it or not.
So earlier tonight, Jay and Alexandra mentioned on commentary something that I was looking to address with the CWL universe directly. However, I guess that given the choice between hogging the limelight and not, I shouldn't have expected much from pissant Jay Scott. You see, the guys backstage did something very, very stupid. Now I get why they're scared of us. We were out there every week, watching each other's backs to level the playing field against people who had years of momentum behind them. We were, after all, upstarts, with less than 3 months on the main roster. I guess they were pissed off that we were winning when we were supposed to lose. They no doubt think that by singling us out going forwards that they've outsmarted us. Sorry, but that's not how this is gonna go. Because there's something that they clearly didn't think through. Guys, when we were at ringside, you knew where we were. This may have slipped past you, but we had always kept our business in and around the ring. And, that won't be happening anymore. From now on, if you walk into a dark locker room, if you hear footsteps behind you as you walk alone down a corridor, if you're just waiting for an Uber outside your hotel, we will be there. And we won't be distracting a ref anymore. We'll be coming for your knees with a baseball bat. From the moment that bell rings to start a match, until it rings again to end it, you're safe. Beyond that, you're ours. Until this ban gets lifted, we are going to make things hell for management. We're going to be coming after everyone. Starting with Brandon Michael Smith.
Jada King talked about the things recently happening on Nemesis, including her match against Marcella Reyes. She then said that she was challenging anyone from any show. Belle Florent was interviewed after the Hunts lost to Jesse and Callie, saying that she wasn't making excuses and that their two opponents did well as a team. Jay Scott is fuming over the fact of Michael Young attacking him. He then sent Porter off to find Michael Young and pass along a message, but not before getting physical with him. I'd like to end this off with the fact that we are not responsible for CWL talent's actions outside of the ring, nor do we condone them assaulting CWL non-competitive staff. Looks like we're in store for more dark magic in the CWL, this time involving the Pinball Witch. Just before Exiled, a video was shown on the Titantron stating that all pain and no gain made this witch cursed. before showing the Pinball Witch's hood and mask getting burned away.
My father has always said, the war isn't over until every member is saved from behind enemy lines. Some of those team members become enemies during the process, but my father has never left a man behind, and that is the lesson he has taught me and ingrained in my mind. This lesson has forged a scar on my soul while I was in the vices that I cannot recover from. You should not suffer the same fate.
It seems that Selena is not satisfied with her win due to her not main eventing the show. She then stated that she'd be in the ring on Nemesis defending the title against whoever wants to try and take it from her. Well, it looks like Harris is back on Nemesis full time, as stated in an interview with unnamed interviewer number 36. His parents are foreign, don't question it. He then stated that there are a few scores to settle in the locker room and a few new faces he wanted to fight. For now, we can only imagine who the first to fight him will be. Brian kept it short and simple, stating that he was gonna kick BMS's ass and take his title. But later on also talked about his upcoming match with Johnny Gemini, saying that he wants Gemini to meet him in the ring for a face-to-face chat. Cassidy Clark seemed to be in good spirits after defeating Hannah Starr at Exiled. She then talked about how she doesn't know what her plans are for the future. Well, it looks like Jesse and Callie are officially friends again. Good for them. The two were seen backstage after their win, where Jesse mentioned that she felt she was in the shadows, so to speak. Once again, Nitro kept it short. He talked about Anarchy Inc.'s upcoming match with the Darkbreed and Kingsman. He said that it will be a fight to see, and I for one agree. Well, it's official. George Callop and Tony Samuels will be in the tag team tournament, and their name is officially the Show Stealer Syndicate. Well, it appears that Chris Edwards and BMS celebrated with a drink after BMS's title win. However, Golden Mask's threat was brought to BMS's attention, and thus with the help of Nemesis GM Tommy Hazard, it has been announced that Golden Mask will take on Connor Gates at the Nemesis Super Show in a #1 contenders match. But not only that, Chris Edwards will be competing against them. Connor Gates has been angered by his loss to the hands of BMS, but said that he intends on getting back at him and Chris Edwards. He also mentioned that to beat them, he will have to go back to being the anarchist. All I can say is that I do not envy BMS in this situation. Despite what his father wishes, Johnny Gemini is not done with the Dark Breed. He has made it clear that despite him facing Brian this week, his attention is still on them, and that their vile tricks will only get them so far. Well, it looks like Alexander does not agree with Gemini's sentiment, as he says that the Dark Breed is done with Gemini, and is Band of Misfits. I see what you did there, Alexander. He then stated that his focus was now on the YouTube champion, Dave Graves. Liza Horror was recently interviewed by the Scorpion Pit podcast, where she talked about her win over the Nemesis debuting Yui Nishimura. She mentioned that she was glad it was Yui, as she had been wanting to face her for some time. She then went on to say that despite her being on a hot streak in Season 5 so far, that she wants to gain a few more wins before challenging for a title, as she wants to be seen as a legit contender. Well, despite not having the best start to Season 5, it looks like Marcella is in better spirits now. She claims that she knows what she needs to do to make things change, but we'll have to wait and see if she does. Thank you for joining us on this week's edition of CWL Discord Weekly. Don't forget to check us out on Twitch for more CWL action from Genesis. Hit that like button and subscribe on YouTube as well to stay up to date on everything that happens in the CWL universe. Catch you later.